Hey everyone, thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we are going to see if we can get a new all-time high, or I guess a new milestone, not just an all-time high. I should probably change the thumbnail to be Ethereum and not Bitcoin, so I'm going to do that. Alright, so I think I did that. All right, we're at 2672. Time to build some houses, I'd say. Let me just post this in a few different channels, and we will jump in. All right, we're currently at 2672. I'm actually gonna see where we are on a few different exchanges, because a lot of times I'll make a rookie mistake and I'll be looking at the exchange that is like way ahead of all the other ones. This is not what you want to do. You want to be looking, you want to make sure that everything's sort of following suit and it's not just on one exchange. So here we have it up on Kraken. Here we have it up on Coinbase, and in the window up here we can see it on Bitfinex. So we're currently, the highest right now is on Kraken at a modest 2668, with the new all-time high at 2673. So, putting in new all-time highs. Let's see where we are on the Ether Bitcoin valuation. Looks like we just came back down a little. Let's see where we are on the Ether Bitcoin valuation. We're at 0.0482, 0.0429. So we are continuing to push the envelope here, as we ride our roller coaster, right? So we're just continuing the same thing over and over and over. And what's interesting is it's the same thing, right? It's just the same thing. We're now at 0.04. We're almost at 0.0483, and so we'll keep an eye on the Ether Bitcoin valuation if in fact we are able to go to that $2,700 milestone. Okay, if we're able to get to that milestone, you look at the weekly candles. We're sort of in that same window that we've been in, and nothing's really changed. I mean, nothing's really changed. Just a steady move up, right? A steady move up on the weekly time frame. This one opened at 1686. This one opened at 22,076. The next one was at 2150. The next one was at 2241, and this one opened up at 2322. And we're currently trading at around 2657. So it's just the same thing, right? It's just the same thing over and over and over again. And yeah, so we'll keep an eye on the Ether USD valuation, because we want to get. So let's draw our line in the sand up here. I don't know if we're gonna make it on stream or not. A lot of times I'll wait until we get to like $5 or $10 below it, and then we'll go live, because a lot of times we won't actually hit it. But we'll draw the line in the sand right here. That's 2710 or 2710. So that's the line in the sand. That's where we would like to break through. You can see we've been moving up relatively quickly. Relatively quickly over the last hour or so. So again, we're looking to put in a $2,700 Ether. And again, Bitcoin looks okay. I mean, it looks okay-ish, right? I mean, it's kind of getting that bounce, getting the bounce so far off the 100-day. But anyways, I think the show right now is on Ether as we wait to see if we can put in a modest, very modest, $2,700 Ether. And we're not that far away. I mean, we're $39 away, and I mean, if we take a percent move, we're only about 1.5% away. So it certainly seems doable by Ethereum. If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. Definitely hit that subscribe button, turn on your alerts. All right. Well, what other? Do we have any questions? Yeah, it's a very modest 2,700. We, you know, or it's not that 2,700 should be seen as like this crazy milestone in the grand scheme of a market cycle, which is why I continue to say it's a modest milestone. $2,700 ether still is a somewhat modest milestone for the valuation of Ethereum in the grand scheme of the market cycle. Someone says I thought Ethereum was dead. I'm guessing he's just joking. Yeah, it's funny because it's, as I always say, what is dead may never die. Connor says it's a day for chess. I don't get out of bed for 2,700. Maybe we'll do that later in the stream. All right. Yeah, I guess we'll draw our house. It's tricky. It's tricky knowing where the foundation, where the foundation it provides the best structure for a house. We do the best we can. We don't always get it right, and sometimes we have to rebuild. But let's dubiously speculate. And we still have a ways to go to get to 2,700. I'm not going to stay on stream for like 5 hours or something. I mean, if we don't go to it in the next hour or two, then we'll probably just wait till we get a bit closer. But we in fact can draw our house. The problem is I don't want to go too far out. Let me do a time. So this would be 2 hours. So that would be 2 hours right there. And I don't see myself staying on stream. I mean, I probably won't even make it that far. So we're not going to draw the house any further out than that. So we'll draw the house. Well, I got to draw better than that. We'll draw the house right here. So this is our house. And of course, we need a garage. And of course, we need our chimney. All right. And to get to the garage, it looks like our time frame on that would be about 40 minutes or so if we continue sort of just slowly climbing. Bitcoin is just 55K. It's allowed to be at 55K. Again, the momentum on Bitcoin has calmed down significantly. Not that you need me to tell you that, but it has. I mean, you can just look at the log of the price over the 20-week and see it as well, that it's really come down here a decent amount. It's nowhere near the values that it was just a few weeks ago. In terms of extension from the 20-week, I mean, you can draw a line in the sand and see that, hey, things have cooled off some here, right? You can see that the momentum, I'm not saying anything, the market cycle's over, because I don't think it is. I'm just saying that, hey, Bitcoin has in fact cooled off a little bit here, even with this move back up. And so, it looks like we're entering into a new type of pattern or something, right? We're no longer on this pattern that we were on, this just systematic move up. We've come down here for a few weeks and cooled off a little bit. And again, I mean, 55K seems bullish when it was 47K a few days ago, but a few days before that it was 64K. So we need to keep things in perspective and remember that it is a marathon and that we're not going to get there overnight. Okay, so now we're at 2663. Ether Bitcoin is at 0.0482. Still have a ways to go just to get to 0.05. Now 0.05 from here is another 4% or so. So another 4% approximately. Yeah, definitely give the video a thumbs up. Let's get to 1,000 likes. If you guys are looking for a $2,700 Ethereum, there's a rumor that we have to get to 1,000 likes. Ali says I should start a construction business with those house building skills. I think I like to say a lot of times that if someone asks me what I do, I should just tell them I build houses in the cryptoverse. Will Ethereum ever get back to 0.1 Bitcoin like it did in 2018? Um, I think so. I think it can make it to point one. I don't know about 0.15. Like I don't I'm not as convinced it'll make it to 0.15. But we'll certainly wait and find out. You know, one way to look at this is to say that what if it's sort of converging to a certain value over the macro scale, and we're not going to be able to know this anytime soon. Okay, so I mean, this is just nothing more than pure dubious speculation. But I mean, maybe it's just sort of converging to some, you know, to whatever value it's going to be. And so that's something we want to keep in mind too. I mean, it can still go above it, but that doesn't mean that it has to put in a new all-time high in terms of the Ether Bitcoin valuation each cycle. I would love it if it did. I would certainly love it if it did, but I'm just not convinced. I'm not yet convinced that it will. You also have to remember that the Ethereum supply is not constant. Okay, the Ethereum supply is not constant, and you know, I mean, it's not exactly a fair comparison. I mean, I think maybe a better comparison would be like the Ethereum dominance divided by the Bitcoin, or sorry, not the Ethereum dominance, the Ethereum market cap divided by the Bitcoin market cap. So, I mean, if you first go look at, say, the Ethereum market capitalization, you see something that looks like this. And then if we divide it by, say, the Bitcoin market capitalization, you get this. Okay, so this might be a slightly better way to measure it. Not that it's going to make a huge difference, because you can still see we're generally in the same channel, but it would change things a little bit, I imagine, but probably not a ton. But if you were to take a measured move from the current price or the current valuation of the Ether market cap divided by the Bitcoin market cap to the prior wick, I mean, it was 142%. It actually probably isn't going to be too different when you look at the Ethereum Bitcoin valuation, unless I'm just, you know, I mean, 121% to that level, which is 0.1 or so. And then to go up to the top, it would be 219%. So keep in mind, right? You should keep in mind that the valuation of Ether Bitcoin, it might not be the best comparison when looking at what's theoretically possible in terms of a theoretical top, because the supply of Ethereum is not constant. So you look at the Ether Bitcoin valuation, you say, well, hey, you know, for Ether to get back to a new all-time high against Bitcoin, it needs to go up a modest 219% if you just strictly look at its valuation against Bitcoin. But if you go and look at the market capitalization, and look at, say, okay, well, where does it need to get to put in a new all-time high there? It's only 142%, not 200 and something percent. So there is a big difference there. And to give you an idea, 142% would actually put the Ether Bitcoin valuation at just about 0.12, not 0.15. So I know everyone's sort of going into the cycle thinking that Ethereum might it has to go to 0.15. I'm just here to say now, before we get to those levels and everyone's saying, okay, you know, the huge flippening or whatever, let's be pragmatic and say, guys, hey, if Ethereum goes up against Bitcoin 142% from this level, then we're looking at a new all-time high of the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio when measured by market cap, not when measured by price. And remember, the price is a function of the market of the supply. The market cap is a function of the price and the supply. So when you only look at the price, you're not really doing the calculation justice when talking about theoretical tops. And that's why I say, hey, yeah, it's possible that we get to 0.15. What's more likely is, in my opinion, might be slightly less than that, just by looking at the dominance in terms of the pure market capitalization. But anyways, maybe I digress a little bit. We're currently at 26.72, so we're putting in new all-time highs. It looks like the new all-time high of Ethereum is a modest 26.75 and 30 cents. So we are continuing to push the envelope here on what is the valuation of Ethereum. So you can see we're now at 26.75, 26.76. We're putting in new all-time highs as we speak, 26.76.68. And we'll continue to climb higher, hopefully. The Ethereum Bitcoin valuation is coming in hot at a modest 0.0485. Bitcoin still's more or less humdrum at 55.1, which is exactly what I want to see. I mean, we talked about the implication of a bounce off the 100-day moving average, and here we are. And we said too, what did we say? We said we don't need to see a new Bitcoin all-time high, get to a new Ether all-time high. That's just not how it works. Speaking of all-time high, we're at another Ether all-time high, 2678. 2678. So we're only $22 away from that $2,700 milestone. Only about, well, now we're about $25 away. We got nothing but time, folks. You know, as I've said before, I think time is on our side. You know, it's interesting, if we do our little market cycle ROI comparison, we are really flirting with the last one at this point, especially if you take the bottom of the wick. If you take the bottom of the wick and don't look at daily closes, which is what we like to look at, but if we just take the bottom of the wick and compare it to the bottom, we're actually already on top of it. Okay, the reason it's different on my custom charts is because we're not taking the bottom of the wick. We're only looking at daily data, not wicks. Okay, and if we looked at wicks, you could argue that we're somewhat cherry picking or something. Okay, and we don't want to cherry pick. We're just going to stick with the daily data. But if you do take into account the wicks and what was the actual bottom, you can see that we are still very much on course, even with the last cycle, which I'm still uncertain that we'll keep pace with. I know a lot of you guys would like to see us keep pace. I'm still skeptical that it can keep pace. Again, in order for it to keep pace, it needs to go up another 6x in the next 7 or 8 months. That would be the price of Bitcoin to keep up with the last market cycle. It would need to go up another 6x in the next 7 to 8 months. Pretty good, you know, pretty good so far, right? Pretty good so far. And just for completeness, we'll overlay the other ones as well so that we're getting everything on the chart. We'll make this a new color so that it sticks out and it looks a little bit easier to read. And then we'll go get the other one. This one, which is somewhat hard to measure because it's hard to know the validity of some of these wicks, especially this one that basically went to 0, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I was not watching the prices of crypto back then to really know what was going on a daily basis or on an hourly basis back in 2010. But I mean, if we did go to the bottom of the wick, that's what it looked like, which would even further show the idea of diminishing returns. But I think it's unfair to go to the bottom of that wick. And if we went to the bottom of the other wick, which was valid for sure, then it would look something like that. Look something like that if you measure it from the bottom of the wick. So this first cycle, again, representing, what is this, 100,000% move. The next one representing a 62,000% move. The next one representing a 12,000% move. And then so far, this cycle has put in not even a 1,900% move or thereabouts. Okay. So interesting, right? Interesting for sure. And we'll continue to track where we are in the grand scheme of the market cycle as we navigate through. If you guys want to be part of that journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. I will post the Telegram channel for you guys to join if you want. We already have over 33,000 subscribers. If you do join, remember, I will not message you first. So if you get a message from someone pretending to be me, remember that it is not me. And you can handle those scammers however you see fit, but you need to recognize that it is not me. And again, another thing to remind you of is we do have the premium list at intothecryptoverse.com if you're looking for exclusive content. I will paste that in the chat. And you guys can check it out. You get access to the weekly reports and videos, Telegram alerts channel, Telegram chat room, the risk dashboard, the Into the Cryptoverse app. The first Into the Cryptoverse NFT, where we're just collecting addresses now to airdrop here in the next week or two, hopefully. So check that out if you guys want that. But anyways, let's see if we can make a push towards the house, or if we're gonna kick the can down the road and go into another neighborhood. Right now we are at 2652. You can see Bitcoin has pulled back slightly below 55K. Despite that, Ethereum, I mean, obviously Ethereum has a knee-jerk reaction anytime Bitcoin pulls back, but the Ether Bitcoin valuation still looks relatively strong, about 0.0482, which is still a new local top in terms of, say, the weekly candles. I mean, we haven't, the Ether Bitcoin valuation, you know, if you just measure it by the simple valuation and not the market cap, we haven't been at these levels in quite some time. Okay, the last time we were at these levels was in fact August of 2018. So quite a long time since the Ethereum valuation against Bitcoin saw these levels. Okay, so just something to keep in mind. We're now at 2651, so we still haven't made that, you know, that major push up to the house yet. We'll see if we make it, but again, I'm not going to stay on the stream for too many hours waiting for that to happen. So we'll see if we slowly move up or if we fall off course and kick the can down the road. Yeah, remember, if you have ADA and you're looking to stake your ADA, there's no you know, I feel like there's no good reason to not earn interest on your ADA. I would say check out the ITC stake pool if you want to earn interest on your ADA. ITC. All right, let's see if Ethereum can put up a fight here. Otherwise, we'll have to come back live later, and try to catch it. All right, let me how does the ITC stake pool work? You stake your ADA and then you earn rewards every 5 days. I just use I use the dataless wallet, but you can use the Yori wallet. You can use, there's plenty of wallets you can stake from, but I use the dataless wallet. I also do have a Yori wallet, so I mean, you can use that one. I think that one's fine as well. Those are probably the two main ones if you're just talking about software wallets. Why do I use Kraken for price? So I mainly just use Kraken for price on Ethereum because it has data that goes back to like 2015, and a lot of exchanges don't. William says he stakes from Exodus. All right, we got a scammer in the chat asking you to send them crypto, so make sure you ignore that. I just blocked them. All right, someone says check the Ethereum RSI. Yeah, I've looked at it. I know it's high, right? I know it's high. The RSI can stay high for a while though, which is something to consider. And so let's just take a look here and see where it is. I've often been pretty, I think the RSI, it's a good idea, and I think it tells you sort of what you already know. Okay, it sort of tells you what you already know. Here's the weekly RSI. Obviously, it's not updated for the current week, but or sorry, we haven't. We're in the middle of the current week, but currently we're at about 80. In January, we went up to 93. Now, if we look at by the way, if you're not familiar with the RSI, anything below 30 is considered technically oversold. Anything above 70 is considered technically overbought. If you look at the monthly, it's pretty high, right? It's pretty high, and this is why I keep saying, I keep saying that there's no reason we can't have a cooldown period. There's no reason we can't have a cooldown period. But if you go look at Bitcoin, and you look at the RSI, we'll do the same thing. We've also seen it go sky high as well in the past. So if we look at the monthly time frame, the monthly RSI on Bitcoin was, let's see, so the first cycle we had really data, it reached as high as like 97. The following one, it went up to about 96. So far this one, it reached about 92. Okay, around 92. And currently for Ethereum, For Ethereum, we're at 91. Okay, which is actually higher than we reached back over here. And it makes sense, right? I mean, it makes sense. It tells you what you already know, essentially, because we've just been moving up without any major without any major pullbacks for a while now. I mean, this is our 7th in a row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this could be our 7th monthly candle in a row for Ethereum that's in the green. Okay, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. We've never had 7 in a row. And for a bit of perspective, for Ethereum to not put a 7th in a row, it would need to close below 19.99. So if it closed below, say, 19.19, then we would have a red candle. We would have a red candle. And so this is why I think people need to be a little bit cautious. I mean, I'm very bullish on Ethereum macro, but when we're coming back up to the top of the channel, you always have to take a step back. You always have to take a step back and say, all right, well, I mean, we've made the journey again. Are we going to go above it, or are we just going to do the same thing we've been doing and go back down for a while? But I think ultimately it will depend on what Bitcoin does. As always, it'll depend on what Bitcoin does and whether Bitcoin has a correction or whether it continues to move up. If Bitcoin continues to move up, then we just keep kicking the can down the road, and the RSI can go even higher next month. If we have a Bitcoin correction, obviously the RSI will come back down on Ethereum. So we'll keep a close eye on the Ether Bitcoin valuation. We're still at 0.0482, which again is the highest it's been since August of 2018. The dominance on Bitcoin is getting very close to that 50% threshold. We're currently at a modest 50.44. Let's go back and see where we are. So we're currently at 26.57. What questions do you guys have? By the way, remember, subscribe to the channel. Let's go for 340,000 subscribers. We're currently at 331,478. Can I get into ITC? It's just into the crypto. ITC is just the acronym for into the cryptoverse. Yeah, I mean XRP is doing relatively well. It's at $1.41. Again, I don't think it's anything to get out of bed for, but Uni's doing really well too. Which Uni's one that we don't talk about a whole lot, but I am fairly bullish on it. All right, we got some people spamming in the chat. I mean, if you can't find the stake pool, then maybe you need to clear your cache or something. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, so this is the XRP Bitcoin valuation. Okay, so again, I'm not going to get out of bed for an XRP Bitcoin valuation of this. I mean, if we're coming back up here, if we're coming back up to to these levels, then yeah, maybe I'll get out of bed for it for the XRP Bitcoin valuation. But I'm certainly not going to get excited about 2,500 satoshis for XRP's valuation against Bitcoin. The name of the wallet for ADA staking is ITC. 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 ADA's moving up a little bit here. I mean, I don't think there's any reason to get super excited at this point. I mean, we like to move around that 120 level so far, but it is at $1.31, so it's spreading its wings a little bit. Any plans to make a staking tutorial video? Well, I mean, I could. The problem, I mean, I could, but I mean, you guys should know that there's like a ton of tutorials already out there. Like, I mean, like legitimately a ton of tutorials on how to stake. So I would sort of just be recreating the wheel to some degree. But if you have the dataless wallet, I can at least show you. So you go here, here, 1, 2, stake pools, 3, you type in ITC, and then you click on it. Okay, that's what you do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, stake pools, ITC, and then you click on it, and then you delegate your stake, and then you'll start earning interest on your ADA. All right, we're currently at 2670, 2671 on Coinbase. Ether Bitcoin's back up to 0.08484. How's everyone doing today? No, I don't have any thoughts on IOTA. I don't. You guys are trolling. William says he got lost on step 1. Why hasn't DOT made any significant moves in a while? Yeah, I feel like it's a decent question, but I mean, you can basically say the same thing for ADA. But yeah, I think that DOT will. I don't know. I mean, it might test the bull market support band first, which is, I mean, it's slowly moving up. It's now $26 to $27. I'm still fairly bullish and on DOT in terms of the entire cycle, but there can be some pain. And remember, there was a phase with Ethereum that it just went sideways for up to a year. So just something to keep in mind. I can't tell you guys exactly when it's going to go up. Just like when we were back over here, I said, guys, you know, I think the accumulation range for DOT is $3 to $6. I don't know exactly when it's going to go up, but I said I was accumulating it through the end of the year, or as long as it stayed between $3 to $6. And actually, it corresponded to leaving the $3 to $6 range right at the very end of the year. So I didn't know when this was going to break out. I certainly don't know when this one would. If we did a little bit of dubious speculation and said, okay, well, how long did it take to really break out of this? This was 131 days. And then so this one so far, we're at 71 days. So, I mean, it could even be another 2 months potentially. I mean, if this is any indication of an accumulation band, which maybe you could also apply to ADA as well. I don't know. Glad you like the channel, Chaos. What is the DCA exit plan for maximum profits? Oh, that's easy. So for maximum profits, you sell the top. Ethereum at 3K is pretty much spot on the 1.618 fib. A lot of resistance there. I mean, I feel like 3K could be a significant milestone, just like, you know, 1400, just like 2K, just like maybe, you know, 2500. Yeah, just you guys don't know how to sell the top. as they say, easy peasy, as some people say. Yeah. No, I mean, all kidding aside, this is why taking profits along the way is not a bad thing, because we can't time the top, we can't time the bottom, and so I think I think you just sort of have to recognize that, and you just what I do is I base it off the risk levels, and again, that's part of the premium list into the cryptoverse.com. You guys can check that out. That's what I base it off. So I systematically take some profits, move it into stable coins occasionally, move it into Bitcoin occasionally. That way, if there is a dump, hey, at least you took profits. But you don't want to take everything off the table, generally speaking, so that you leave room for the potential upside. So it's not. I think a lot of people make the mistake of doing an all-in or all-out approach, where they either either go all into something or they sell all of it. I think this approach is probably not the best. Hi, Greg. Let's see, what other questions do we have? Yeah, there are a lot of scam coins going around right now, which is somewhat unfortunate. It is somewhat unfortunate that it's being promoted by a lot of big people, big like major influencers and whatnot. But I would say be very careful about these coins like popping up every single day. And I would say stick with the ones that'll likely stand the test of time. And if you are in those cryptocurrencies and you've made a lot of money, just recognize how risky it is. Did I see the article announcing Cardano's use in Ethiopia schools? No, I did not. But I don't really care, to be completely honest. You have to take the news with a grain of salt, typically in a bull market, because people just ignore the good news. People ignore the bad news, anyways. So the news is somewhat irrelevant, I think. What other questions do we have? Am I invested in stocks? Yeah, of course. I just put out a video on equities a couple hours ago. Actually, we have a Telegram channel for equities. A lot of people don't know about it. It's called Into the Equityverse. We have about 1,100 people in there. I'll post it in the chat if you guys want to join and talk about stocks. I think a lot of times they talk about GME, GameStop, and maybe some other things, but why don't I like Cardano? I do like Cardano. Cardano has probably been one of my best investments over the last 15 months. I don't know what that. I don't understand the question. I do like Cardano. There's videos on the channel of me saying when Cardano was legitimately 2 cents that a great time to buy it is between 2 to 10 cents for the market cycle. So I do like Cardano. Remember that we were covering Cardano at 2 cents. A lot of the other major channels started covering it at like 30 cents and stuff. So don't chase the pumps. Go buy it when the market's quiet. Once it's popping up on your news feed on like 100 different channels, at that point you're chasing, and you can make money chasing, but it does put you in a position of weakness. I love this question by Mike Lewis. Actually, I have a funny story to tell you guys. He says, if you're so good at this, why does your bookshelf look like it's made of cardboard? Yeah, the bookshelf is sort of falling apart. But the issue is to get new bookshelves, you have to, I'd have to sell, maybe I'd have to sell some Bitcoin. I don't want to do that. But I saw a funny post on Reddit recently, and someone was saying they don't trust me because I ask for donations for a new microphone. Have I ever asked for I think I'm like the one channel that has no AdSense enabled. So no AdSense, no affiliate links, no super chat or anything. And he says he doesn't trust me because I asked for donations for a microphone. I have a microphone, right? We have a microphone right here. And I was like, okay, so you're saying that the one person who doesn't have AdSense enabled, the one person that doesn't have affiliate links enabled, the one person that does not have super chat enabled, that's the person you don't trust, because he said I don't know how to. He speculated that I don't know how to manage my finances, and I was like, all right, well, if we're just strictly looking at the data, why would you think the person that has all that stuff turned off is the person that doesn't know how to manage their finances? I mean, let's go on a little thought journey there and to try to think through that. But the person not begging for tips is the one who can't manage. I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. Yeah, I was just on a Reddit post. It was on a Reddit post. I don't even know where it was. It was on some Reddit post a few days ago. Yeah, the bookshelves show that I like holding my Bitcoin, right? I like holding my crypto. I have sold some crypto. I'm not gonna lie. But to be honest, most of it's just gone to stable coins or other crypto. So I do take profits, but stable coins is still crypto at the end of the day. And earning 8 to 9% on your crypto on stable coins is fairly attractive too. Chris says Magnus Carlsen streams the exact same way. No super chats. Only a product for sale video explaining himself as fully explaining versus fully monetized. Yeah, yeah. So Magnus Carlsen is like the world chess champion. That's the idea. That's the idea. No, we don't talk about leverage trading here because I think it's too risky for, I think it's just a very risky thing. I mean, crypto's already volatile enough, and the opportunity cost on losing your crypto leverage trading, in my opinion, is too high. I mean, you could obviously argue the other way around that, like, earning crypto with it can be quite nice, but I've met so many people that just lose money leverage trading, and if they had just held onto their crypto, they would have been so much better off. And also, you don't have to worry about the stresses of every single wick and whatnot. So we don't just do the leverage trading stuff here. How do you determine the bottom of a new post-bull market? For instance, can you analyze a high and determine the new hypothetical floor for a given crypto? I mean, we've done it for Bitcoin and Ethereum before, but it'd be relatively hard for a lot of altcoins. Thoughts on real estate? Yeah, the same thing. I mean, the real estate market is pretty hot right now, and it's probably going to stay that way for a long time to come. Why don't I enable AdSense? Because I don't want people to have to watch ads. Yeah, I do use a hardware wallet. I do use a hardware. I have several wallets. I use hardware wallets, software wallets. Basically, I just spread the risk around. Yeah, now everyone's asking me about leverage. Like, if you guys want to leverage trade, you can go leverage trade. I'm just saying that we don't discuss it here. Okay, we don't discuss it here. But if you want to go do it, nothing's stopping you. I'm just not recommending it. All right, make sure you guys subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Let's see. Ooh, it's not looking good. Not in the short term. We're not even at a garage yet, so we got nothing but time. If we don't make it there, then we'll have to go to a new neighborhood, hopefully at some point later on. But right now we are not heading in the right direction. We're at 2643. Obviously, the reason is Bitcoin's dropping back down a little bit. So Bitcoin's at 54,752. Ether's now at 2644. Yeah, I mean, I will see if we make it there by the end of the day. Remember, the approach to these new milestones can take a while. Okay, they can certainly take a while. So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it plays out. What is a better investment, Tesla or Bitcoin? Do you mean the stock Tesla or do you mean the car? How's Link Bitcoin looking? Yeah, I mean, it looks the same. It looks the same. This is 67,000 Satoshis. It looks more or less the same as it has for the last few days. Okay, so we're still above our bull market support band, which is nice. But I wouldn't necessarily assume that it's about to go to $100 tomorrow. Okay, so that's what I would generally say about Link, and I would say we need Bitcoin volatility to really calm down before I think we can really see Link shine. But Link right now is at $37. Yeah, $40 Link, $50 Link, certainly in the cards in the short term. But I wouldn't necessarily expect a $100 Link at this moment. And I keep saying, you know, maybe like later this year, maybe this summer or something, but Link's not stagnating. I mean, it's just doing it's doing the same thing that it's always done. It just generally moves up over the macro scale, right? I mean, this is a part of a trend that I like being a part of, and we've been saying that for, you know, a couple years now. This is a great trend to be a part of, and so I don't really think it's stagnating. It just does. It's just methodically moving up over the macro scale. Nothing more, nothing less. I mean, it was only a few months ago that people were super bearish on an $8 Link and bullish on a $12 Link. Now it's $37 and people are bearish on it. So again, it's doing the same thing it's been doing. The bull market support band for Link now ranges from 2641 to 2697 or 2698. So it's slowly moving up, which is good. And this is the same region we held as support for about 16 weeks, maybe about 15, 16 weeks, so about 4 months or so, back from September of 2020 through December of 2020. What's my peak price prediction for ADA this market cycle? I can't really see it going above $10 personally, but if it does, then great. Probably, it might not even make it to $10, maybe like $5 to $8 or something. Do I secretly hold some risky low cap coins? I can neither confirm nor deny. We also do have some we have some more stuff coming, but if you guys are looking for like a mug or an Into the Cryptoverse t-shirt, we have some in the store. So I'll just post that in the chat if you guys want to check out the t-shirts. All right, Ether's at 2656. Let's see where Ether Bitcoin is, because that's the better. So we're still looking good. 0.04835. This looks fine. What happened to the lifetime access? We still have lifetime access to the premium list. It's actually the price for the lifetime subscription is about to go up on May 1st. If you guys are looking for that, I'll post it in the chat. I think that most people should just do the monthly subscription, but if you want to do the lifetime, especially if you're new, then you can certainly. But you know, I think a good idea, like if you have kids, is maybe to like depending on what you can afford, you know, like either give them like 0.1 ETH or 1 ETH or, you know, 0.01 Bitcoin or something, right? And then just tell them they can withdraw it on like their 18th birthday, and it'll show them the power of investing, right? Don't let them, I would say don't let them withdraw it necessarily, but it'll show them the power of investing, of the idea that, hey, when they do go to finally withdraw, you can show them, hey, when I gave this to you, it was worth such and such, and now it's gone up so many times since I gave it to you. Just kind of shows the power of investing, and just sort of sticking it out for the long haul. You guys would actually be surprised. There are some pretty, like there are some young. I feel like there are some people that are fairly young that are already getting into investing and whatnot. And it's kind of because like some people have like reached out to me that are younger, like way younger than most people that you might assume are investing in crypto. Strata says he's 19. Someone Ernesto 20, Tom 21. See, these are great ages to. Someone says you're 16. They're great ages to get into investing, right? Because the earlier you start, the more the more you stand to gain. And also, if you lose money, in the short term, who cares, right? I mean, you have your entire life to make it back. So yeah, I think the earlier you get started is the better for sure. Yeah, someone says he's 5. I don't think we have a 5-year-old in the chat. I certainly do not believe that. I just see numbers flooding through the chat. That's all I see now. I just see everyone posting their age. Someone says investing in crypto made him realize the opportunity cost of doing stupid stuff. That's kind of one way to put it, like, if you're just frivolously spending all your money on stuff, it shows you the opportunity cost of not investing it. And then later on, using that money to generate more money to then use that interest you're earning to buy the frivolous stuff that you want to buy. It's funny because ever since I started playing chess on the channel, now I just see constant comments about chess. All right, we're currently at 26:55. We'll see if we actually can make a run to the house. If not, we'll probably come off. We'll probably end the stream. We'll see if we can break through and start moving back up or not. I mean, we still have $45 to go. Our current all-time high now is around 26.80. Danny says, stop doing this crypto stuff and get back to chess. I think it's the other way around. I think this channel is a crypto channel, not a chess channel. And occasionally we play chess to pass the time. Thanks for joining the premium, Losac. $26.57. I mean, I imagine it would look good if Bitcoin could get back above 55K for Ether. E4 or D4 or E4? All right. Let's see. Here's our market cycle ROI overlay comparison, again, as measured from the bottom of the wicks, not including this one because I think this one was not, was a fake one. Adam says he wants to stake on ITC, but he's afraid the dataless wallet can be hacked. You don't have to You don't have to stake from the dataless wallet. Cosmos says Cosmos Extension says isn't it pretty impressive that we're keeping up the last cycle? I would say so. I would say it is. I don't think we'll keep pace with it for the entire cycle, but I would say it's impressive that we're keeping pace with it so far. Yeah, I think the dataless wallet is a good wallet. I was just responding to someone in the chat who said they were worried about staking with dataless. What is the origin of my YouTube channel name? It's just my name. My YouTube channel name is just my name. How do you join the premium list? It's just intothecryptoverse.com. I'll post it in the chat. Boomer Dave, which is his name, says I should be doing it from the halving, which is funny because we have so many videos showing it from the halving. It's funny because I'll do both. And whenever I post it from the halving, people say you should do it from the bottom. And whenever I post it from the bottom, they say you should do it from the halving. But we literally do both on the channel. What was my engineering background in? Nuclear. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you like the content and give the video a thumbs up. All right, we'll see if we break through here. If not, if we just keep getting rejected downward, then we're probably not going to make it to our house on this stream. Why'd I stop being an engineer? I still am. I'm just a crypto engineer, right? Do I think Bitcoin can reach 1 million? Yeah, I do, but I don't think it will do it in this decade. I think maybe in the 2030s it can do it. Where do I see Ethereum's value in 10 years? That's a tough question. I don't know. I mean, it's such a long ways off. Does my middle name start with a T? Ah, it's a big mystery, huh? My first is a B, the last name is a C. What is the middle initial? Is the hype around Doge meaningless? Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, you have billionaires promoting it, right? The problem is like I don't even feel like they stay true to their word because they promote Bitcoin and they've talked about promoting Bitcoin. I mean, having a constant supply and all that stuff. But then Dogecoin obviously has unlimited supply. Um, yeah, I mean, again, I've said before that you can play the Doge game, right? There's nothing wrong if you want to go play it. The Doge Bitcoin game, and that game namely is buying it in the green region, and historically it was taking profits, some in the yellow and then some in the red. This time it was blown all that out of the water and is way up here. But yeah, I mean, I feel like you can always play the Doge game if you want to. In the green band is normally where you should be accumulating based on historical data. What will be the next all-time high of this cycle from your point of view, or what will be the next for Bitcoin? I would say somewhere between 1 to 200,000 is my guess. Somewhere between 1 to 200K. Make sure you guys subscribe. Let's see what we're at. I don't even know what we're at. We're almost at 332,000. So we're coming in hot on 1/3 of a million subscribers. Yeah, it's a pretty big range. I've often said I think maybe around 140. Around 140 is sort of like a conservative, I feel like a realistic estimate, but I don't think it's going to happen in the next few months. Okay, I don't think it's about to happen, say, like next month or anything, but I would say maybe like around 140. Looks like we got rejected down here again. So I don't know if we're going to be making it to our house on this stream. I don't know if we're going to make it to it on this stream. I mean, if you go look at like the Ethereum, let's go look at it on Coinbase and we'll look at our regression band, or sorry, on Kraken because we have it. So the regression rainbow. So again, let me switch this to the weekly. As I've said before, I think the orange band and the purple band are in the cards this cycle. Probably not this one. Probably not this one, but these it can go to, I think. Yeah, let's take a close look at Bitcoin here. So let's switch this over to the daily time frame. Yeah, I mean, so far we just have the bounce off the 100-day. Nothing too crazy at this point. Well, I don't know if we're going to make it to the house, guys. I don't know if we're going to make it to the house on stream. Our last ditch effort is to draw. Yeah, someone says draw Ethereum Boulevard. Yeah. Our last ditch effort will be to draw Ethereum Boulevard, but I don't think it's gonna work out. I don't think it's gonna work out. That'd be one hell of a boulevard for us to move up. We'll draw Ethereum Boulevard right there. You know, a lot of people ask me, is it worth to stake like a certain amount of something? Remember, it's all about percentages, okay? It's all about percentages. So you got to start somewhere. If you feel like you don't have enough to stake, remember you got to start somewhere, and then hopefully, you know, if you do it long enough, then it'll become more and more and more. Yeah, I'm not getting super optimistic on a $2,700 ETH on stream because we've already been going for over an hour and we're still at 26.35. So we'd have to really turn around here in the short term for us to see it. Yeah, we could play chess for a few minutes if you guys want to while we wait. I mean, we still have about what, 25 minutes to get to that line. Another hour to get to the edge of our house. I mean, I think we should just watch Bitcoin here and keep an eye on the Ether Bitcoin valuation, which has a new new local top at around 0.0486. So the new local top is around 0.0486. Can I do a molecular dynamics simulation stream maybe sometime? Yeah, a lot of times I'll play the viewers. I'll let them challenge me. All right, we'll see if we move up the boulevard, Ethereum Boulevard, or if it becomes the boulevard of broken dreams. If you guys want to challenge me, we'll play a few games, and then we'll probably call it because I don't envision us making it to 2,700 on this stream at this rate. But if you guys want to call me, you can challenge me on chess.com. All right, we'll start playing this guy. And of course, we'll keep an eye on the valuation of Ethereum. We can see it up there. It's 26.29, so we're still 26.28. We'll just play this one and see what he does. I like this opening is worse for black, but I like playing it anyways. So let's go here. I think we'll just take that one. Take this one. Ethereum's still at 26.30. Bitcoin's pulling back a little at 54.6. All right, I think we'll just take this. And we'll take that. And maybe we'll just come here so that he can't come in. Kind of want to keep that knight, but the bishop. I'll just come back. All right. I could give up the pawn if I wanted to. Maybe I'll just push it. Should probably castle. Maybe he'll go here. Yeah, I think I'll just take it. I'm guessing he's gonna go there. Yeah, I'm just gonna take back. And then we will castle. And here, I think I'm just gonna pin the bishop. Because he can't move it, right? Because then I take his rook. So he's kind of gotten himself into... and I cover that square for the knight. I cover that square for his knight. He can't go here. He can't go here. Can't go here. I mean, he could go here. So he can go there, or he can go here. But he's pretty limited in where he can even put his knight. All right, we're coming up on our boulevard soon. All right, so... I'm trying to think if I want to, like... I might just walk the king over. He can check me, but I can still take back, so it's fine. All right. I'm just gonna take. All right. Guessing I'll go here, and then we'll just put the rook on c2. So I want to keep my pieces on light squares because his bishop is not a light squared bishop. Probably shouldn't have given him that. All right, good game. Who else wants to play? Let's see. Ethereum's at 26.35. We still have some time. All right. Let's see. Joker. Yeah, I don't think it's happening on this stream, guys. I don't think 2700's happening. We'd have to turn around. We'd have to have a pretty big turnaround here. I mean, I could take that, but I don't really want to. I think I'll just go here. Uni's been doing really well over the last couple days. I don't know if you guys are sleeping on that one, but it is a pretty decent one in my opinion. This seems like a nasty move. There's discovery on this one. How much uni can go after? How high can it go? I mean, I could just do a double check and be fine, but I think I'm just gonna pull it back. He can take if he wants. I mean, I think uni can make it to, you know, I think uni is gonna go to 3 figures. This is my opinion. I think it'll go to 3 figures. My guess is gonna do something like this. Try to. And we're not gonna let him, but that's what he's gonna try to do. All right, I think we just should take the pawn, honestly. I mean, I feel like we're just kind of playing in the sandbox here. We attack the bishop, we attack the pawn. He can take here, but we don't really care about that because we can just take back with check. And he can't even go on this row. Nah, see, that's not a good move. Because now I just get the bishop for free. I'm also wondering if there's something better. Like if this queen weren't there, it'd be checkmate right here. But, all right, I think I'm just going to take the bishop. And we'll see what he does. Ooh, we're back at our trend line. We're back at our trend line. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll move the queen like over here or something. Nope. Well, we will come. Ooh, I don't like that check. I think I'm gonna hide. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna come over here. I don't know what this is. Oh, good game. Didn't really matter what he did. I mean, because if he comes here, I don't even need to take the queen. It's still checkmate. Checkmate. All right, who else wants to play CFA level? This guy's a little bit higher rated, 1303 than the last one. All right. Let's see if Ethereum's going to get back onto Ethereum Boulevard. So we basically sacrificed a pawn to get the initiative on development. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and do check here. Yeah, now he's gonna go back. And then I'm going to, I think I'm just gonna attack this guy and make him move over here or something. I kind of like the knight over there. So then maybe I'll bring this one back here. Actually, I think yeah, I think I'll just bring it back here. And he's gonna castle, I'm sure. Never mind. He wanted that one, I'm guessing. Alright, we'll go here. Actually, the more I look at this, the more I'm wondering why I didn't just move the pawn there. Yeah, I think I'll just take that. Alright, so I think I'm going to go here and attack that guy and threaten that, which I think wins the knight, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what he's going to do here. Where is he going to put the knight? What am I missing? I'm probably missing something. I mean, I'm sometimes blind, I'll admit, but... All right, we're coming up on Ethereum Boulevard. We're coming up on Ethereum Boulevard. Let's see what happens. So I think we'll just take it and ask him. Ooh, I shouldn't have taken it. Actually, I had a better move. I think I had a better move there. Yeah. I should have taken that pawn is what I should have done. That is unfortunate. Okay, so I'm gonna pull the rook here. Yeah, I'll pull the rook here. And maybe here, and here, and there, maybe. I think I might do this one and come back over and defend this. So I think here, right? I'm not missing anything. We got the pin. We got the pin going here. So maybe he's going to play that. Yeah. So I take, and he's got to take here, and then we take there, and the game's over, basically. I mean, good game. Let's check on Ethereum. We're at 2641. Ether Bitcoin is at 0.0483. So, I mean, nothing's really changed. This is why we played chess in the bear market all the time, because it was even worse, because we would trend sideways and then we would just trend down, as opposed to trending up, we just trended down. So now you know why. Let's see, we're at 2644. All right, let's see who else wants to play. All right, let's play this dude. I thought I just clicked on one. Win 2400. Is this in reference to Ethereum's price? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take this one. Let me go here. I'm not really scared of this right now. Maybe I should be, but I don't really see a reason to be. I think I'll just move this one. Oh, that was a bad move. That was a bad move. All right, we are at 2636. So if he does take, I can probably just like take that with the bishop. And then if he takes back, then I get the knight. And then this file is open. Half open. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to lose this pawn. I think I'm going to lose that pawn. Or this one. All right. Looks like we're not making it today or on this live stream unless we start moving up immediately. I think we'll wrap it up after this one, unless we start really moving up here on our boulevard. We're at 26:39, so now or never. Now or never for the live stream, I think. Probably gonna lose on time, actually. I always forget about the time. He could take, actually. And he does. And I think I'm just gonna go here. And he'll probably take there. Yeah, I think he's gonna win this one. Because I'm gonna run out of time. Yeah. All right. Should we wrap it up? I think we'll wrap it up. Unless we're currently sitting at 26:39 and we're not really moving. So we came right to the. It's kind of funny that we came right to this thing. So I guess we have to see what happens. We have to see what happens here. Which way do we break? Do we go down or do we go up? I mean, Bitcoin looks relatively okay. It's at 48 or 54.8. All right, we'll do one more while we wait. While we wait to see what happens. But I'm not. At 26:38. All right, last one. I probably shouldn't do too much. I could take that. Maybe I will. Yeah, I'm playing pretty slow. Probably gonna lose on time. Again. I'll just take it. Yeah, it was not my best move. All right, good game. All right, we're almost back at 55K. Should we? I think maybe we'll just wrap it up here. I think we'll just wrap it up. We're at 54,950. I mean, Ethereum's slowly coming back up, maybe a little bit, and still at 2642. Nothing too crazy. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I think we will wrap it up there. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. I'll see you next time. Bye.